Hey, could we go back to the part about the ghosts? Because... Wait a minute. Are you... It's nearly Christmas. There are 3 of you.
Oh, good. You get it. I'm future. She's past.
And you are...
Ghost of Christmas Present.
I'm still here, Toots. Jeepers. Who's the Valentino?
So? Do you see this?
The woodwork?
Why don't you go inside? Take a closer look.
Okay.
Why can't he see you?
Question is, why can you see me?
You live here?
That's right.
Don't you know it's haunted?
A bewitching woman
You can do magic, right?
Well, everybody can do magic.
has brought a little mystery.
She's a witch. A real live witch.
Welcome to Ireland.
Your uncle is Amy McCarthy?
Such a tragic accident. Accident?
What do you think really happened? Dead.
That I am.
What do you want from me?
To solve my Orla's murder.
During that time, I was connected with some girls, and I remember going to a sleepover, and they watched a movie called The Craft. And this movie came out around 1996, and it was about 4 witches who were in high school.
Whatever you do, stay away from them.
Why?
They're witches.
And these witches were bullied and picked on, and their lives were kind of messed up, and they used witchcraft to control situations around them and to get what they wanted.
4 girls are about to discover the dark side.
You ever heard of invoking the spirit? Black magic. We can make things happen. I mean, this is it. This is real.
I watched the movie, and I thought, I want that. Well, of course, in the movie, they went too far anyway, and the witchcraft had turned against them, and the girls were desperate to get out of it. But during that point, I didn't even see that ending. I just thought, oh, I won't go that far. I'm just going to be innocent in it. And I began to study the religion of Wiccan and study different spells and incantations and New Age practices and occult practices that I was doing in a Christian home that nobody knew I was doing. And so what started off as something innocent where I'm just connecting with energy and the universe and vibes and all these innocent things that we see took me down a path of just dark desperation. I felt at one point that I was living in like a haunted house because I was hearing scratches on the wall right next to me. I would feel brushed by me and be terrified that somebody is here in the room with me. Someone's watching me. I've always felt like I was being watched. When I would wash my face for the day, it was one of the most terrifying things that I did. When I took a shower and I had to close my eyes, I was so terrified. If I had to get up in the middle of the night to get a glass of water, I would run because I thought something's gonna grab my feet. I was an adult at this point, and it took me far into drugs. I ended up being homeless and on drugs, in and out of jails and all kinds of things. For 9 years of my life, I was really in a dark place. I think media has done a good job of pushing something to the point where it is now normalized, when back in the day, something like that for you and I, it would be shocking to see. And now, because we have shows as early as, daycare age, promoting witchcraft and sorcery, and it's okay, boys and girls, say these spell words with us. And it's so ABC preschool witchcraft that it gets into the hearts and the minds of people, including the people in church, and people who are not really connected with the Lord and don't understand. They're easily deceived. And the Bible talks about even the very elect will be deceived. And so people are going to a whole nother source. That's what they're wanting. They want a healing crystal because they don't understand that Jesus is the healer, and there's no other source that you can go to except through Jesus. And so I'm seeing a rise of this. I'm seeing it become very trending on TikTok and things like that. And There's a whole generation of people who I feel like are being rocked to sleep by the enemy. And it's just really time for the church, like what you're doing this interview, to sound the alarm and say, no, we need to wake up and we need to say, this is not right. And it's not for my home. It's not for my kids.
A Hallmark Channel original movie.
Do you believe in ghosts?
Clive Rutledge has been dead for over 40 years.
A young boy.
There really was somebody up here. He's real.
An old spirit.
I can't actually leave the house.